Hello again, Year 6. Today we're going to be talking about the journey that you'll be taking to get to your secondary school, okay? Many of you will be taking new forms of transport to get to your secondary school. Others, you might be doing exactly the same as you've done before. So let's have a look at some of the different ways you might be taking to school. First thing you might be doing is getting a bus to school. For some of you, you might travel on buses a lot and you're very experienced with that. But for others, you may never have been on a bus before. So here we go. When you're getting on a bus, things that you need to think about are, where is the bus stop? Where do you need to go to get onto that? What bus stop do you need to get off at? How much does it cost? Do you need an Oyster card to use the transport? Okay, so you need to think about that. Walking. Some of you might live close enough to your new secondary school that you're able to walk to school. Keep you nice and fit as well. Are you going to be walking by yourself? Or are there any friends that you know will be making a very similar journey to you that you could meet up with and walk to school with? Do you know the way? Something that's really important that you might want to do is throughout the summer, do a trial run to get to your school. What is the journey you will take? Really important that you practice that before you start secondary school. What happens if any of these public transports are cancelled or late? Do you have a backup route that you can use to get to school? Also worth thinking of that too. The next thing you might use to get to school is a bike. You might cycle to school. I know that lots of schools have bike racks where you can chain your bike up when you get there. And again, another very good way to keep fit, good exercise, and very friendly to the environment as well. But where are you going to look it up? Make sure you know that your school has those facilities. I'm sure they do. And then finally, you might be driven to school. Something you might want to think about is who's going to drive you? Is it a parent or carer? Or could it be a friend who's also driving to school that lives near you, and maybe you could do a car share? Would help the environment as well. So it's definitely worth, before you start secondary school, thinking about that journey, plan the journey, actually do the journey, okay? Take the bus you're going to take. Think about the stops you'll get off with, trains and so on. It's really worth being prepared so that you're confident and you feel good about your journey to school. Well, that's enough about that today, Year 6. Thank you very much for watching, and please look out for another video on your transition to secondary school.